Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. When it comes to the last time that we saw some weapon tuning in Warzone, Raven ended up actually buffing a handful of the Vanguard weapons when it comes to their general control. And I imagine this is something we're going to continue to see over the course of time, where they make the Vanguard weapons more laser-like, not necessarily zero recoil, but pretty easy to use to compete with some of the other Modern Warfare and Cold War weapons, which are also relatively easy to use as well. Something that the Vanguard weapons sort of lack in is that long range, because their velocities aren't as good, and before the recoil wasn't as good. But now, after this last round of weapon tuning, I wanted to look at the STG, because they did make some recoil buffs to this and make it easier to use. And before, that was one of the main things that I wasn't a huge fan of. Yeah, the STG felt pretty good, but at, medium to long range, it just didn't feel all that impressive, because you had to work too much to control it when things like the Bren existed at the time, the Automaton existed, and they were just too easy to use. Now though, the STG is looking a whole lot better, and honestly, if you're using the right class setup, it absolutely can hold its own in the most competitive of metas right now. So today I wanted to break down what I consider to be the new best STG loadout, and also show off just how good it is in game as well. So as we go over it all, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new to the channel, or if you have not already subscribed, every day I got you covered with all things going on in COD, news, updates, loadouts, tips. It's all right here, so feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. So in the gameplay that's coming up that you guys are going to see, this is the general loadout I was using here. Obviously, we got the STG as our main primary. I was using the Owen gun for my secondary. Same setup as always here. This has been my go-to secondary for the past couple of weeks. Recoil booster, the rapid barrel 2.5 times slate custom for that better red dot. Remove stock, acrobatic, quick polymer. The Gorenko 72 round drums, incendiary, the hand stop. As I'm sure you guys already know by now, EOD, overkill, and amped is the go-to for the perks constantly, alongside the throwing knife and then also the stim. Of course, though, the main focus is going to be the new and improved STG. So first up, I'm still running the Mercury silencer. Recoil booster could be an interesting alternative here, but for medium to long range, where you're primarily going to be using this, I feel like Mercury is going to be your best bet. Despite the damage range reduction here, the better control you get out of this, then obviously staying off the minimap is a pretty big deal. For the barrel, the 760mm is one of the best in the game. Not only are you getting better accuracy and control, but also better damage range, which is huge. So you're basically gaining that back from the Mercury silencer. For the optic here, the world is your oyster, as they say, right? You can use the 2.5 times, which is what I was using in the gameplay. I really like this personally for some of those more medium range based fights, so that's a solid option. You could also use the 3 to 6 times scope if you wanted to, the 3.5 times scope. Like, really, any of this works. Even the slate 2.5 times would also work pretty well. So really, whichever optic you really like using that's good for control and accuracy, I'd recommend. Really just comes down to your preference there. For the stock here, if you wanted to be a bit more aggressive just for medium range, folding works pretty well, but overall, I feel like weighted is a good choice here. Better control, better accuracy, better aiming stability, all that's a pretty solid thing to have for medium to long range. For the underbarrel here, I prefer hand stop. It just feels more natural to me. Carver is really good for vertical control. Hand stop to me, though, is more well-rounded for all sorts of control and just makes it a bit more accurate. For the magazine, this is a big one. So many weapons feature that magazine option that gives you the better movement speed, the better fire rate, the better control, which is what the Gorenko mags do here. But the velocity on the STG is already pretty mediocre, and this hurts it even more. And after trying these in game, it did not feel good at all, especially on Caldera. The gameplay you guys will see on Rebirth, because I've just been enjoying that a lot more. You can get your loadouts easier, right? So I've been running that, but on Caldera especially, these mags just did not feel good. The 30 Russian short 45 I'm also not a huge fan of because of the controls, so I just go for the basic extended mag here, going for the Kurz 60, and this works just fine. For the ammo, of course, we're going for length in here, give us that better velocity. We're also going for polymer for that better control during sustained fire. Perk 1, this is a big one. Do not run vital. It's not worth it here. The recoil and accuracy cons of this make this a lot less effective in medium and long range. Sure, you get the increased torso damage, but if you're missing more shots, it doesn't matter if you're doing more damage, right? So I don't actually run vital on this anymore. Instead, I was actually going for acrobatic in this gameplay because it just makes it a little bit more aggressive. I like that aggressive rifle feel. You could also go for sleight of hand though if you wanted to as well, get that better reload quickness. That's never a bad thing to have. These other perks though, like this requires you to be injured, which I'm not really a big fan of. The increased resistance, I don't even know if that's fully working yet. I know a while back the resistance perks weren't ever working, and reload quickness while injured also requires you to be hurt, so none of these are really that ideal. Acrobatic or sleight of hand is really the only ones I'd recommend, and as always, we're also going for fully loaded on there as well. This setup is a low recoil, so it's super easy to use. I consider this to be like the XM4 or the M4A1 of Vanguard. It's that super consistent rifle that anyone's going to be able to do well with. And because they buffed it, it's now better than ever. And I feel like this truly is one of those more competitive weapons in this current meta. So hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay. We are absolutely frying. We can get a loadie if we want.
Crossing back
I'm
there.
with it.
He's
Up,
with
yeah,
it back.
up.
Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, they're on roof with me.
I say chalk until.
Let's get the
Yeah,
loadout. I like the loadout. I like the loot.
Same. Where are the people on top roof?
Back at the old stomping grounds.
There indeed were.
There's a loadie down here, and I'm pushing because I'm stupid.
like
I'm coming,
it
I'm coming, I'm coming.
It was back here on the buy.
Oh, buddy. I got more here. One floor down for sure. There's a couple in here,
On
Lizzie.
buy. He was frozen on buy, and I just looked at him because I thought he was dead. Ugh.
Lower.
Yep. Cracked one, yours floor,
Up on
right
it.
above you, right above you.
Thank you.
There's a guy on the roof.
The road. Oh, I hit him. Oh, that was a nice shot.
He owns that.
He's on the road.
I need help so badly. I just finessed 2 kills.
I somehow I did the same thing.
Why? Stims are my favorite thing on the planet, bro.
Yep. He
I
owns
don't think I got my finish. Not sure if I did or not.
above.
Zach.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
gonna peek
going
over.
back towards you because I,
Or no?
on me. Two.
What's up, Hannah?
I thought somebody was gonna peek over.
Oh
you.
my,
There's definitely somebody up top.
dude,
And he's not nice.
what am I doing? One more coming up the stairs, Jordan, bottom floor.
Yeah.
I cannot believe what I just did.
I
Broke one.
appreciate-
You're
He's on the chimneys. Got one. I made him mad. Oh, there's one lighthouse. Lighthouse.
Lighthouse.
I don't have an angle on that yet.
Airstrike.
From lighthouse?
Right here's. Oh, they're coming up. They're coming up.
Yo,
Yeah.
there's two, there's two. They're coming down to you, Zach, I think.
Okay. His spot. Interesting play. Hi, how you doing?
Yeah. Do you have gas mask?
Yeah. Why are
Good
you
try.
there?
There's one even further above me. There's another one down low on me.
He's got Zach's. Oh my god.
So we still got a bit. Wait, my MB40 and Brent from last game.
Wait, that's mine. That's mine.
Oh, this is yours. That would make a lot of sense.
Give me my guns.
I mean, finders keepers, I think, is what the rule is.
Hey, man. Here you go, bud. Shoot him back. Get him. Get him. You knocked him?
Can the gondola move?
Anything here, Jordan? And up top. Second story. There's two. I down one.
Two right below me here, it looks like.
I thought the buddy's landing top prison right now.
How do I lose that?
Right here if you want a free kill. Oh, I'm glad the other sniper got it.
I watched that happen. Just
That's
watched him
frickin'
fall.
fine that I tried to move and Mr. Sniper's me.
Got him.
Thank you.
All beneath on the right side.
I can't get Lodi. It won't let me get Lodi. Cool.
Why are these guys so split? Oh, and I don't have ammo because the reload doesn't cancel on this thing, man. Who keeps sniping these guys out of the sky?
It's a combination of me and the other
This
sniper, I
is
think.
just you bullying. I felt.
I saw that. He just said so fast.
Really did. Oh, okay.
Did you get the guy who's on the hut, Jordan?
No, I don't know where he went. There's a guy right below us here in this little walkway. Yep,
Hit him
good
once.
looks.
This guy just break me? Oh no, there's another guy here. Sick. Fleeing,
again.
fleeing, fleeing. I've knocked multiple guys out here on this right side. Right beneath you, on you, Lazy, on you.
Oh,
Got one of your finishes.
there's a car guy on this side.
We got them.
Sim is so fun.
Dude, I love it. I'm just making so many plays with it tonight. It's disgusting.
Dude, they get the spawn protection in a car too.
Did that guy he just confirmed my kill in the car. Okay,
Yep.
thanks.
He also either just left the game or went into the window from his car. This guy has strats that I didn't know existed.
We need to rotate. It's not gonna be. pretty.
Yeah, we got a lot of teams up
We got a
still
guy
too.
over here.
Bought back?
They just bought back. Yeah, another one. Oh, we got like, free kills. They're just floating if you get a snipe.
I do have a snipe. There's quite a few below me though.
I suck.
Guys, buddy.
All right, well, that's that team gone. That was weird. All right, that's that team gone.
We have
Straight down for me, straight down right for me, also landing on me. Uh-oh. I don't have any aim assist and I still got him. Shout out Post for just destroying all aim assist.
Buddy, you
Nice,
gotta
Jordan.
win those. Last one's in the building right in front of you, but Hannah.
And cool snipe, cool snipe, cool snipe.
Sorry,
I'm
I was
floating.
I was in the middle of it.
This way.
Hey, we're floating.
Oh my god.